Okay, hello. Welcome to Kandor with Katy. Tonight we're going to talk about some St. Patrick's Day stuff. It's going to be fun. It's going to be basically the look of the Irish and some crazy timing. I think you might like the stories. So I'm going to roll the intro and I will be right back. Boom! Let's do this. Okay, I didn't know if anybody would actually be on tonight. So I say hello to Sasquatch. Hair's kind of all over the place, but I've got my lucky shirt on. I got this in Boston. Yes, I did. If Nisi, my friend, my sister, was ever on here, she would tell me it was either 2 or 3 years ago. I bought this in Boston. So, hey, welcome. Tonight, we are going to talk about, I have some fun stuff for you because I thought, well, everybody's going to be out and about. The luck of the Irish and some crazy timing. So what I was thinking was that, give me 2 seconds here. I got to get my thing up. 1 second. Sorry. Okay. I always have some kind of a thing going on, don't I? Okay, I'm gonna do this. Okay, so I have my my slides ready for you. So if you think about it, so we're gonna talk about luck today. We're gonna talk about luck today. The kind of luck where someone fires bullets through your front door and you miss them by about 3 seconds, where you lose 500 in cash and someone actually gives it back. And the kind of luck where the internet turns a wholesome story into something ridiculous in about 2 comments. I don't know what just happened. Sorry, I saw that. Hey, it looks like your mic was unplugged. Pam says, I'm here. I know, Pam, you know. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I don't know what's going on. Hang on. Audio. Hey. Okay. So, Pam, I know you're on here. I need to know if you can hear me because it looks like I have volume off on here. So tell me, please. I know you're on here. Tell me. I can't tell. Oh my God. I hate that this happens to me all the time. Well, I can't fast forward that. So. I don't know what is going on tonight. Shoot. Anyway, when I upload to the YouTube, I'll probably have to take this out. Anyway, tonight, can you hear me now, Pam? Tell me, I know it's delayed. Tonight, we're going to talk about, the luck of the Irish and some crazy timing. The coolest thing is like, holy crap. Have you ever thought about the times that you've been lucky and things that have happened to you and that kind of thing? Because normally St. Patrick's Day is all about green beer and shamrocks and everything. Everybody's suddenly claiming they're Irish, which is funny. So my name, Katy Horgan. Oh, I still have you on there, Pam. Sorry. Katy Horgan is, it's Irish. Oh my God. I am having all kinds of difficulties right now. You are good now. Okay, good. Okay, so she says, I am good now. Thank you, Pam. I don't know what was going on. Oh, it's not the luck of the Irish, I guess. So my name, Katy. Katy means pure, of course, duh. And Horgan is either champion or warrior. I kind of tend to lean more toward champion. But come to find out, I'm not really that much Irish. Oh my God, I am having technical difficulties right now because... Okay. Sorry. People that are new are like, oh my God, I can't even stick around for this. Okay, so we're going to talk about some things because, yes, like my shirt says, like we don't always talk about we only talk about luck like around St. Patrick's Day. So like the luck of the Irish, four leaf clovers, pots of gold, and then do you ever really think about what actually is luck? Is it random? Is it timing? Or is it being in the right place at the right moment? So sometimes it's about missing something by barely 3 seconds or something, right? So let's add this. And I got my info from here. This is just fun. Okay, so I thought this was funny. Why is St. Patrick? So, by the way, so I'll go back to this. So I got from most of the stuff's from Reddit, some from Country Living, and some from ChatGPT. So why is St. Patrick's Day so popular in some countries? And then this guy says, why is St. Patrick's Day so popular in some countries? Because beer. Just think that's funny. Okay, so now I've got a story for you. Okay. This is crazy. All right, here we go. Armed robbers broke into my house earlier this year. I was in the bathroom, which is at the end of the hall opposite our front door. They tried to break through the front door, and when that didn't work, they started shooting through it. I had just finished flushing the toilet when I heard gunshots. So I turned around and I saw a bullet hole in the bathroom door. I decided to lie down in the bathtub and hide until they left. If it had been just a few seconds later, I would have been at the sink washing my hands, and those shots would have hit me. Can you imagine that? Like in that situation, have you ever been in a situation like that? I want to know. So put a shamrock in the comments if you've ever been in that situation, whether you're watching it now or the rerun. I'm like, okay, there's stuff on my screen. I'm like, something on my face. Put a shamrock in there because I've had situations like that where like I almost rolled a car once and almost electrocuted myself plugging in a thing to vacuum a pool when I was a lifeguard. So like, do you ever really like think about those moments, right? So then some of them are like a lot simpler, like this. Oh, wait, not this one. Sorry, I was thinking about another one. I was in 2 different car accidents within 6 to 7 months. Both times the car was totaled. I walked away with nothing more than sore muscles. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine? Like, what would you be thinking at that moment? Like, maybe I don't need to drive anymore is what I'd be thinking. Okay, I found 300 just sticking out of an ATM as a kid. So it didn't really go into like what the whole result was, but it's like if this kid finds it, this would be like Goonies, right? So this would be like finding the pirate's treasure. Okay, now this one's kind of sweet. I say meeting my wife. I happened to get time off that day, and I just kind of felt like hanging around, and my friend needed to go to the mall, and we don't normally go to pick up something, so I just kind of tagged along, and we hit the store that she worked at pretty much right as her shift was starting, and I ended up chit-chatting for way too long, and the rest was history, right? So it's like, have you ever had those moments? Like, I mean, that's the kind of moment where you realize like how many times in life things come down to actually one decision. And I've had a couple of those, but not to that extent. And then the internet says, oh, and then the comments, did you smash? Asking the real questions, and then the only relevant question to anything. And then next, I put my cell phone and wallet on the roof of the car and got distracted. Drove about 6 blocks with a few corners, stopped and got out, both still on the roof. Can you imagine that? I mean, that's not luck. I think that's the leprechauns protecting your stuff. What do you think? Pam says, those are so cool. Thank you, Pam. So my whole philosophy for tonight was we're going to tell some stories of luck. Like, is it luck or like, I don't know, is it like a St. Patrick's Day thing or something? And then I'm going to end with some good old Irish quotes. So this to me is kind of fun. And I realize there may not be many people in here because it's St. Patrick's Day. So I'm going to say, if you're out and about, be careful, have a designated driver. I'm at home. I'm pretty boring now. Okay. When $500 in cash in a bank withdrawal envelope that I unknowingly dropped in the bank parking lot was found and returned to the bank. Once I realized I dropped it, I had nearly had a heart attack. The lady that found it returned it and left her number, and I called her in tears to thank her. Can you imagine that? That is human kindness right there, and it proves to you that Although it doesn't seem like it, there are still good people that exist in the world, right? So Pam says, I did the roof thing with a 24 of beer. I'm going to go back to what she's saying because this is the guy that said, where'd it go? Hang on. Where'd it go? Oh, I put my wallet on the roof of the car. So Pam did that with a 24 of beer. Do you believe her? Do you believe her? Let me know. That's funny, Pam. Can you imagine a 24 pack on top of your car? Oh, okay. Hang on. I'm going to the next one. All right. So listen, has something like this ever happened to you where you lost money and somebody found it and you were totally redeemed and like had faith in the world again? So it's a good day to talk about that kind of thing, right? Okay. So the next one here is kind of neat because it might be the most relatable lucky story of all time. So this guy or girl, I don't know, bought a scratch off, then drove to get some food, found parking right away. Bonus. Won $5 on my scratch off, decided to use the 5 on some treats, bought the last 2 mint chocolate chip cookies. It was a good day. I would say that's a good day indeed. How about you? Put a little cookie in the comments if you think that's a good day. Okay, a last minute $5 bet on some horses landed $2,500 the week before Christmas. So somebody responded with, "Oh boy, I hope you didn't get sucked in." And he says, "Ha ha ha. No, I'm good, mate." And so some of these are from like a long time ago, but they're still really good stories, right? So tell me, would you stop there? Like if you won 2,500, would you stop there or would you keep going? Because, and I've told you the story before, but one of the times that I went to Las Vegas, because I live really close, like 4.5 hours. So I was there for a competition for the Highland Games, and we were all having sushi at one of the casinos downtown. And like, I know you guys are going to think that this isn't true, but when I go to Vegas, I'm like, I don't go to strip. Like, unless we're like there for a wedding or something. But we were all having sushi and stuff. And I think it was Pam actually that was like, yeah, I'm going to go. I don't know what she put in, $20 or something. I was like, I was going to put 10 in and like hit the max, right? And then boom, I hit all these things and I won like $610. So something like, and I literally cashed it out, took it with me. I kept it. I didn't keep going. Of course, we weren't there to gamble, but would you guys do that? Would you guys place a $5 bet and keep the 2,500, or would you keep betting? Like, I really, really, really want to know. Okay, so now this one is pretty crazy. So think about a time that you had a close call, and I'm going to read this to you. I tried to throw a 20-pound rock over a fence when I was like 11, and I didn't have enough strength to get it over. And it hit the fence and landed like a foot away from my head. So here's my question. When that stuff kind of happens, like I told you about the electricity thing and like almost rolling my car, like, do you actually think about how close you were potentially to death? I mean, do you really think about that when it happens? And then if you would, that would be amazing. If you told me a close story that you had, I will read them and put them on some shorts. So I think today is day 76. I'm going to take a clip from here and put it out from my video. But yeah, I mean, like, do you really think about that? Because like, there's a lot of times we just do stuff and it's like, oh, and then you just don't think about the whole like seriousness of it and what it could have been, you know? All right, let's see where I'm at here. Okay, so this one is kind of crazy because this one gives me chills, right? This is about 1 inch, the difference between life and death here. My luckiest and unluckiest were seconds apart. A very sharp object was somewhere it shouldn't have been. This led to a fluke accident where I basically got my throat slit. Cue luckiest moment. It somehow missed everything important, and 40 stitches later, I was good as new. I was young at the time, but my parents told me years later that the doctor said if I'd been an inch taller, I'd have died on the spot. Can you imagine that? I mean, bad enough that your throat gets slit and then you have to have a bunch of stitches. I mean, cool scar. Cool scar. It's going to give you street cred, but holy moly. I mean, that's the kind of moment where the idea of luck seems very, very real, right? So now I'm going to talk about some Irish blessings. We're going to end with that. It's going to be, actually, it's longer than I thought it would be. So something I love about Irish blessings are that they're not really about winning the lottery or finding a pot of gold. It's more like little pieces of wisdom about life and about getting through the tough stuff, appreciating the good stuff, maybe having a drink and a laugh along the way. So before I wrap this episode up, let me share some, well, four Irish blessings. I just kind of picked some. Okay, ready? Strong shoes for a stony path. So if God sends you down a stony path, may he give you strong shoes. And I'm not going to talk about the meaning of these. You just got to take it for what it is, okay? Except maybe the last one. I don't know. It's my favorite. May you get all your wishes. May you get all your wishes but one, so you always have something to strive for. Okay, I lied. Do you like that one? Or do you like, I need all my wishes? Like sometimes I'm like, I'm done. I don't need to like work at this stuff anymore, you know? Okay. May the Irish hills caress you. May the Irish hills caress you. May her lakes and rivers bless you. May the luck of the Irish enfold you. May the blessings of St. Patrick behold you. That's pretty nice, isn't it? Now my last one, my favorite one. You ready? May your glass ever be full. May your glass ever be full. May the roof over your head be always strong. And may you be in heaven half an hour before the devil knows you're dead. I mean, I can totally relate to that one. I don't know if you can, but I can. And that's that for the slides. Okay. So what do you think? So like the older I get, the more I think that luck is like a mix of things. Like it's timing, it's chance, it's showing up. And sometimes luck is just being in the right place at the right moment. But a lot of the time, the people who look lucky are the ones who just keep showing up long enough for something good to happen, right? So, in closing, let's see. I've got, oh my God. Okay, hang on. I got to find it because, here we go. All right, final thoughts. You ready? Okay, so yeah, I am hot all the time, so I had to put a fan on, so my hair is blowing like an amazing, I don't know what. So the St. Patrick's Day, maybe this St. Patrick's Day, maybe luck isn't about a pot of gold or 4-leaf clovers. Maybe it's missing a disaster by 3 seconds. I'm just reiterating what we did here, right? Maybe it's meeting someone on a random day that you almost stayed home. Maybe it's someone returning 500 that they could have easily kept. Or maybe it's just finding the last cookies in the bakery, right? So, listen, email me here. I guess I'm my own sponsor. I'll just say that. Get your keys from Katy at gmail.com. That is my real estate thing. Like and subscribe. It'll make Sitsquatch and his tiny, very happy because the journey begins with you. So be good to yourself. And if you are out and about, please, I beg of you, please be safe. Get Ubers, Lyfts, Waymos, whatever it is, designated driver. Call your mom, call your dad, call your neighbor, call your friend, call your ex. I don't care. Just stay safe out there. And I don't know how crazy the holiday is anymore after the pandemic, but promise me, stay safe. I love you. You know I do. Here I am. Woo! And I will see you next week. Bye. Hey, Pam, thanks for always being on here. You're the best. Bye.